Imagine this. You're in a crowded coffee shop. There's laughter, the clinking of mugs, the hum of conversation, yet despite being surrounded by people, you feel utterly alone. And here's the kicker. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a silent epidemic. Studies show that chronic loneliness can increase your risk of early death by a staggering 30%. But here's where it gets even wilder. Loneliness doesn't just hurt your heart, it messes with your brain in ways that are almost unbelievable. So, is loneliness the new silent killer? Let's dive in and unpack this. Welcome back to Inner Mind Mysteries, where we take life's biggest questions and make them bite-sized. Today, we're diving into loneliness. Not exactly a light topic, but trust me, this video is going to blow your mind. Plus, stick around and you might just find some solutions to help you feel more connected. Alright, here's how we're doing this. I'll take you through 5 jaw-dropping ways loneliness impacts your brain. And trust me, some of these will have you rethinking how much social connection really matters. And don't skip number 1, it's not what you're expecting. Let's jump in. 5. Your brain rewires itself for negativity. Here's a wild one. Your brain literally rewires itself when you're lonely. Prolonged isolation kicks your brain into survival mode, making it hyper-focused on potential threats. Suddenly, you're seeing danger or rejection everywhere, even when it's not there. It's like your brain's built a negativity filter. This might have helped our ancestors survive in the wild, but in modern life, it just fuels anxiety and keeps you stuck in a cycle of mistrust. 4. Your memory and focus take a hit. Ever feel like you're losing your mind when you're lonely? You're not alone, pun intended. Loneliness messes with your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. One day, you're forgetting where you parked your car. The next, you can't recall an important detail from a meeting. This brain fog isn't just frustrating, it's a red flag that your mental health might need a check-in. Here's one that blew my mind. Number 3. Loneliness triggers the same areas of your brain that light up during physical pain. That heartache you feel when you're isolated, your brain processes it just like a stubbed toe or a paper cut. It's proof that humans are wired for connection, and when we're deprived of it, our brains feel the sting. Literally. 2. Your risk of depression skyrockets. Here's where things get serious. Loneliness doesn't just make you sad, it can push you into full-on depression. Why? Because it tanks your dopamine and serotonin levels, the chemicals that keep you happy and motivated. When those chemicals are low, it's like trying to drive a car with no gas. You just stop. And that's why loneliness and depression are often two sides of the same coin. Number 1. Loneliness is as bad as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Research shows that chronic loneliness is as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. 15 cigarettes. We're talking heart disease, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, the list goes on. And it's not just your body. Your brain feels this stress too, leading to mental burnout and emotional exhaustion. Okay, now that we know what loneliness does to our brains, let's talk solutions. Because, spoiler alert, it doesn't have to be this way. Start small, send a quick text to someone you haven't talked to in a while, even a simple, "Hey, how are you?" can go a long way. Whether it's a gym, a book club, or an online group, shared interests are an amazing icebreaker. And if you're shy, virtual communities are a great stepping stone. Practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself like you'd talk to a friend. Feeling lonely doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're human. So, is loneliness the new epidemic? I think we've got our answer. But what about you? Have you ever felt lonely even when surrounded by people? And what's helped you feel more connected? Let's get the conversation started in the comments. Thanks for watching. And remember, connection starts with one small step. Take care of yourself and each other.